Hi, welcome back. I'm Kathy, and I just want to do a quick update today on the Flex Glue. I want to answer a few questions that I had received. We did this review probably about a month and a half ago, so I'm going to show you the things that we did, and all of them are still holding. But the first thing I screwed up on was when I put the cap back on. It says to, after use, extend a small bead from the nozzle and screw cap tight. Bead will cure to form a plug, remove plug, then use again. I did not do that. Someone did ask if it had dried up. It has not dried up. It did dry up at the top, but all this is still, but at the top it is hard. So I guess I'm gonna have to cut it open so I can use it again. But first, let's go over the stuff that I glued. One thing that we glued together was just 2 pieces of wood. Still holding, no issues. Another thing was just this pot and the glass. It's holding. There's been no issues. This table was another thing that we did. We glued the top on it. Let me show you. We used a little too much on this. As you can see, all the beads that had leaked out, and on the top here. What I should have done, it says if you have extra you need to wipe off, you need to use some just some rubbing alcohol. Okay, so here are the bricks. They are still holding. I had kept these in the garage, so they really weren't out in the weather at all. But last night I did put these just in water just to see how they would do underwater, and they're still together.
It still holds even this way. So it's a big 12 pound. Oh, I guess not.
One comment was if we could chisel the bricks apart, so I'm gonna try that now. No jokes, please. Didn't get it apart, but it took some work. Let me see if I can do the wood without messing it up. Okay, I sweat my butt off doing that, but the brick, see the brick? There wasn't much damage to the brick, chiseling those apart, but they're on there pretty good. The wood did come apart, but see, I damaged the wood, so I'm not even going to try the glass because more than likely going to break, and I don't want broken glass, so I'm not going to do it. But it does hold. So on Amazon, when I was reading the reviews, some of the comments were it didn't work on plastic. You know, I looked around the house for something plastic that was broke. Of course, nothing. If I did want something broke, it would be broke, but now I wanted something broke so I could fix it. But anyway, all I found were these little plastic blocks. I think it was from like an Angry Birds game or something, I don't know. So I'm gonna try sticking these together and maybe sticking a couple to this little container and see if it works. Okay, like I said, it's kind of dried up at the top, but that was my fault. I didn't squeeze a little bead up in the top to keep that from happening. So I'm going to stick a skewer in here because I don't want to cut the whole thing. This is hard to squeeze out. You know, in the reviews it didn't say what people were using on plastic. Let's do one more. I'm gonna glue one to this container. It is hard to squeeze out. Say if you cut closer, the base, it's easier, but I just didn't want the hole that big. Thought I'd make a mess. Okay, I'm gonna let these plastic bricks and plastic brick on this plastic box dry overnight, and we'll check it out again tomorrow. I actually got a comment last night, and this guy was wondering if I thought an 8-inch marble corner piece would stick to the tile in his shower to put like shampoo and soap on. That I looked back at the commercial, and they really didn't show hanging anything, like hanging a shelf. I don't have marble, I don't really have any tile that I could hang something on, but I have a wood shelf that I thought I would try to hang on the wall. I'm just gonna try this in the laundry room. If it falls, I guess I have to hang something else up there. I don't know, or patch the wall. So this shelf weighs 1 pound 10 ounces. So I'm gonna put it up and I'll let it dry overnight, and I'll see what I can set on here and if it falls or not. Fingers crossed. I'm not sure how much I should use, but we'll see. So I can get this level. I think it's gonna slide right now. I'd have to put something under it to hold it. Okay, I found some support for it. No, I don't think this is great for hanging stuff on the wall, to use for hanging stuff on the wall. Putting it on tile, I don't know if you would have to hold it or if the instant grip would be strong enough on tile. I'm not sure. So I'll let it dry overnight and see how strong it is tomorrow. Okay, so it's been 24 hours since I put this up, so let's see if it holds. It holds. Now, like I said before, you wouldn't use flex glue to put up a shelf because you could use nails. This is mainly to use for stuff when you can't use nails. So let's see what I can set on it. I have my Eco Egg. Let's see. So that's pretty sturdy. I mean, I don't know how much weight's on here, but the guy that asked the question was wondering if it would hold like shampoo bottles. I think it would. I would guess maybe if you had an extra piece of tile or something, you could try it on first. That might be better, just to see, make sure it holds on the tile. But it definitely holds on here, and I guess it's probably going to be there until, well, it'll be sold with the house, I guess. Okay, so here are the blocks that I glued together. They've been sitting here for almost 2 days. And the one on, let's see how easy it is to get out. So that did come off pretty easy. So with the Amazon comments that I read about not working on plastic, I guess it depends on what type of plastic, how big a project you're working on. I don't know. These seem to hold, but this came off pretty easily. So overall, I still think it's a good product. Someone mentioned in the comments that they preferred liquid nails. So I went to Lowe's because I thought, okay, let me compare it to liquid nails. So I went, and of course there's this whole big display of adhesives. As you can see here, I did look at the liquid nails, but if I remember correctly, it's not to use underwater. This can be used underwater. Once again, this isn't for like big projects. You would, if you were building a brick wall, you wouldn't use this, but if you just need to repair a few bricks, that would work. So maybe you could use liquid nails for a few projects, but then you wanted something that needed to be waterproof, then you couldn't use it, then you would have to go buy another product. So I think this is good for overall, and I'm sure there's something else that's very similar that is waterproof too. But I'm reviewing this product. So I still give Flex Glue a big thumbs up. I think it works well. I hope this update helped. Like I said, it's been about 1.5 months and everything stayed glued together. I have seen it at most stores, Target, Walmart, Lowe's, so it's easy to find now. If you've used the product, you love it, you hate it, there's something else that you think is better, let me know in the comments below. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.